We're so thankful to be able to come together again and to review our Sunday school lesson for today. Let's take a look at our lesson. We are beginning a brand new quarter, which is the summer quarter for the months of June, July, and August, and it is entitled The Righteous Reign of God. And we're going to be looking at the sovereign rule and reign of God, and we're going to do this through the prophets, and we will see the type of rule of God that he has over the earth, as well as the Messiah King that would be promised. Our unit number one for the month of June, and it's going to go into the first week of July. Our new unit is called, for unit number one, is called The Prophets Proclaim God's Power. And we're going to be looking at 5 lessons talking about God's reign over the earth, including its powerful and peaceful reign, as well as its servant king. Our lesson for today is lesson number 1 for June 4th, 2023, entitled Stop the Chaos. And our printed passage is Isaiah 52, verse 7 through 12. I like this lesson today as an opening lesson to this new unit, in which we're talking about the reign of God. And I like what verse number 7 says. It says, Thou saith unto Zion, Thy God reigneth. And that is what we're going to be talking about, that our God reigns. It can be understood almost as that concept of an earthly king. An earthly king owns everything in his kingdom. There's nothing within the kingdom that one can say the king cannot have, or that does not belong to the king. It all belongs to the king. King owns all the land, owns all the possessions, owns all the people. The king owns it all. So that is why that king rules and reigns over his rules. He has control over it. And whenever there's a competitor coming for his position or his spot, and that rule may not be sovereign until there is one that is standing at the top of that position of power without anybody else coming, they cannot reign or rule sovereignly. But our God, he reigns sovereign above all. No competition to his throne. There's no opposition that is able to stand against our God. He sovereignly in complete control reigns. And one of the ways we see this is in the prophet. And in the prophet today, our printed text, Isaiah 52, we see how God reigns. It's a beautiful text because at the beginning part of Isaiah, we see that there is a warning message to Israel as they are led away into captivity. And then on the back end of that, Isaiah, in which the closing chapters of Isaiah gives to us, it gives us a word of hope. And you know what that word of hope is, one of the most familiar scriptures we all know. But they that wait upon the Lord will renew their strength. They'll mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. That's a word of hope that Isaiah gives to the people. And this time around, in our text today, he is giving a word of hope. And in captivity, a sad time, he is proclaiming to Israel that even in this darkest hour, there's something to sing and praise God about. There's something to bring glad tidings. It's something that can bring singing and something that can bring joy. There's coming a king that will reign, king that will be Lord, that can save Zion, a king that will comfort his people, a king that will redeem Jerusalem, king that will go before and prepare the way for his people, well as a king that will be your reward. This is the type of God that we serve. This is what this unit is going to help us to explore, that we serve a God who reigns and is able to take care of all of us that are part of his kingdom. And so it's our duty, our task to be able to lift up that Lord and live for him, as verse number 11 says in our Sunday school lesson today. It's up to us to do that. If we do, then God surely will. Within his power as king over all, he surely will take care of all of us.